I love bullet journaling. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It's the whole new me. Let me. Oh, and I put this next one in my. I wrote that down in my weekly. in my weekly spread. I wanted to go like this. Ba da 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 ba
Beautiful intro by Slow Smog.
Absolutely gorgeous intro by Slow Smog, and we are on a couch.
Woo!
We're not in a bed.
We're not in a bed. We're on a couch.
And there's somebody else on the couch, but they're not going to be on the podcast. They're just seeming like they're just taking a nap. Brooke, do you want to say hello?
Oh, she did it. She didn't look pleased, but she did it.
We made her do it. Brooke, a mod in the Discord, actually, and a dear friend. Mm-hmm. Mod first.
Headphone user.
Mod first.
Yeah.
Friend second.
Yeah.
Now housemate. Last.
Mod always comes first. Yeah.
We got Brooke on the couch. Hopefully Brooke on the show next week. Am I getting a nod? I'm getting a frown.
We're getting a frown.
Oh, getting a worse face.
We'll see how bad.
They got their tongue out.
We'll see how hard everyone peer pressures Brooke in the Discord to come onto the show during the next week.
Brooke on the podcast.
Because she's staying with us for a little while. Mm-hmm. But we're still kind of... Yeah, she's not ready yet. She's not ready this Sunday. Mm-mm. But perhaps next.
No, she's like just got here.
Yeah.
We're not going to put a microphone in front of her.
Anyway, if you hear an errant giggle...
Mm-hmm.
It's just our IRL laugh track.
And if you can't hear it, just know that she's been laughing the whole time. That I'm hold on, it's just that I'm so good at mixing, so all the background noise is gone. You know, there's like a heater in the background, a television is on.
No, it's not.
And we're outside.
Oh my god, we're actually right next to a freeway.
Yeah, we're on. Well, I'm on the freeway. We're in a car. Can we talk about bullet journaling for just a second before we get into the questions?
We can talk about bullet journaling. Yeah.
Actually, before we get into that.
Oh my god.
I should just squeeze in really quick.
Okay.
That this is all the space in between. My name is Mitch.
Oh, this is all the space in between. My name is Billy. Thank you for listening to the show.
This is a
email reading podcast.
An advice podcast.
An advice giving podcast.
A relationship advice podcast.
An art advice podcast.
And most of all, your favorite podcast.
Oh.
Thank you so much.
Bold assertion.
Thank you so much for saying that, everyone.
Okay.
That means a lot. I really needed that today. I had a long one.
No one said it.
So hearing that I'm your number one podcast.
No one said it.
Me, of all people.
All right.
It feels great to be your number one artist.
We. Mm-hmm.
We as in me.
Okay.
If that's what you meant, right? We as in you
me?
Must have misspoke.
Yeah.
Me.
Mm-hmm.
We're an advice podcast. Thank you guys so much. If you want to be the email that we read on the episode, you can send us an email at our very convenient email. Our email is
allthespaceinbetween@gmail.com. Send us any pickles, pressing matters that you may have.
I feel weird sitting in the living room and doing this.
Yeah, it's weird. We've never podcasted in the living room before.
It's freaky.
I feel like it's bringing a strange energy
this
to the
is
show.
Not where I am.
No,
usually.
I'm not in podcast mode. I'm in like eating dinner and watching Buffy.
I really want to watch
mode.
Buffy right now.
That's what we do on this sofa is eat dinner and watch Buffy.
Brooke's here too.
Yeah.
Everything's fucked
Everything's
up.
weird.
Everything's not good. During the last episode, I kind of made a big stink about bullet journals and them being cool, but that I can never get into them.
Yeah.
I have been bullet journaling every day
since
then. I have a full week spread that I'm completing today.
Yeah.
I did my yearly log.
Your future log.
Future, that's what it is. My future log.
Yeah.
I did, and then I'm purchasing like special like ink pads and stamps and stuff just to make, and even then I'm already super discouraged because it's nothing. Like I'm doing almost nothing compared to everybody else. But at its core, the bullet journal is helping me accomplish things, helping me get stuff done. I look at my weekly spread now and I'm like, okay, I need to get this done and this done and this done, and it's actually working.
Isn't it good?
It's blowing my mind.
Isn't
I really love it.
Before you get into it, you're like, how the fuck do people do this? It's so complicated and they're spending so much time making it look nice and blah, blah. And then you start doing it and you're like, well, it does look nice. And plus I have all this free time from being so productive. Yeah.
And you know what's cool too is that I am scrolling less. I feel like I'm like less on my phone and just looking at other stuff because any minute that I have, I genuinely want to crack open that journal.
I'd be like, what can I do right now?
Or just like what can I like work toward? Like,
Yeah.
hey, can I add a habit log right here for the month? And can I track other things?
Yeah.
I've stopped eating and sleeping too. Which has been really nice because I've been losing.
I've had a lot more hours in the day.
Yeah. like a scary amount of weight. No one has actually said a positive thing about it yet. They're like, you look tired. I say, of course I'm tired.
Of course, yeah. I'm spending 24 hours a day in my bullet journal.
on this journal.
Yeah.
I've scheduled eating for like next Thursday. I'll do that.
I'll do a mukbang that will keep me going for the next 2 weeks after that.
I'll do a YouTube mukbang with my feet if I hit 100K. But no. But not unless.
Do you want to tell everyone like how you got into it? Because I think it was really funny because last Sunday, I think it was.
Yeah, it had to have been because I have a full week like.
Yeah, but last Sunday we recorded the podcast where you were not talking shit, but I was doing my bullet journal and you were like, Billy's doing this crazy thing. I can't believe it.
I was far from talking shit. So excuse you.
Okay.
But I was.
You were just like, I would never.
I was like, I could never. I think.
And then you mix the podcast. And then later that night, that same night, the podcast got uploaded.
I'm a liar. A cheater too.
You got so into it.
Yeah, I'm not good at like telling the truth or even just knowing when I myself am lying. Like it's always a mystery to me. And then I was lying to myself.
You were lying to yourself, and me and all the listeners. So
I also
apologize.
stole $5 from my own wallet.
Oh my God.
That same day. Yeah, I'm a monster. But
yeah.
That night I mixed the podcast, and then when I was getting in bed with you, I was admittedly just kind of being like a good partner. And Brooke's like taking off her glasses and going to sleep.
Your podcast is boring.
Yeah, do you know? Sorry, we haven't moved on to a question yet, and she got bored. I was admittedly just kind of being a good partner. And I was like, I was being an active listener. And I was asking all the right questions.
I was setting up my thing for the week ahead. And I was like, I'm going to watch some YouTube videos on like, to get some inspiration for like how I'm going to set up my week.
And I thought that it would be nice to like put on some videos and watch them with you and ask some questions and say, well, what's this mean? And how does this spread work? And how does this actually no, it was you were like, how do you think my my weekly spread should be
like formatted?
Should be formatted, right? And then you gave me some options and you showed me some videos. This one's okay. This one's okay. And then I finally got to one where I was like, that one's like really. That would be really beneficial for me.
That one's really. Oh god, it looks
minimal.
It looks like
perfect.
super useful and
because I only do like this much a day, and then
easy to organize.
And then the tasks on the other end, I can just apply them to. Yeah, so if I got into it, I'd probably do something like that.
Yeah, because I can see like I guess if I got into it, I could see how I get a lot of benefit from that, a lot of positives. Yeah, I mean if I did,
but I don't.
If I wanted to,
I'm not gonna like get a notebook or anything. And you're like, well, you actually bought me 2 notebooks for Christmas.
So there is a spare one downstairs.
Yeah, and it's like this like olive green color that you like a lot.
Because you picked it out. Yeah.
It's on like recycled paper or some shit. And then you told me just go hold it and see how you feel. And I was okay, and I held it. Yeah, it felt just right. So
I felt the Bujo's spirit calling to me.
I felt like myself. I felt like probably the best version of myself, or like the version of myself that I could have been if I got more stuff done.
Yeah.
So that night I was like, okay, I guess I'm just setting up my my future log now. And I just outlined all the months.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I get this. And now let's move on to January. And then I did that whole thing. And then you gave me a pen that was like the same shade of green. And it just solidified it for me. I was like, I will do this forever.
Oh, I'm making this aesthetic as fuck now. Yeah. And yours is so cute.
It's cute in the sense that I don't like draw. Okay, here's the thing. I mentioned to my friend Phoenix, dear Phoenix.
Phoenix Haley.
Yeah. God, she's fucking cool.
Yeah, and a listener. Hi, Phoenix.
Hi, Phoenix. She was like, oh yeah, I listened to like last week's episode, and I heard you talking about bullet journaling. It really wanted me to. It really wanted what? It really. Sorry.
Sorry, I was thinking about how cool
really
Phoenix
weird.
was.
She's like, it made me really want to get back into it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, you're into it, blah, blah, blah. That's cool. She was like, yeah, I was like really into it for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And she wasn't like playing it up or anything like that. She really made me want to pull out an old journal. And then she started showing me and sending me pictures of the shit she's done.
Pictures that she sent.
And it's just on par with all these people I was blown away by on YouTube. There's just illustrations, plans
drawings,
for
color coordination, themes for the month. Yeah.
Like a future vacation. Here are 3 different options of what I can do for this week. Which one would I? And oh my god.
Yeah.
That, I'm gonna be honest, discouraged me a bit. It made me feel small, frail,
emasculated,
stunted. Yeah. It made me feel 5'7" on my tippy toes.
Okay. And as it is, you're 5'7".
I'm 5'7" and a half, standing on my heels. Okay, standing proud, barefooted.
Yours is really cute. I think it's cute. It's very minimal. So is mine, though. I don't. I talked about this last week a bit, but I don't spend a lot of artistic effort on my bullet journal. I like it to look tidy and cool, but I'm like, that's not where it's to organize my creative energy. It's not to be my creative energy. Yeah, but yours is very cute.
Thank you.
I like it.
We all cannot be a phoenix, as I've been telling myself all week to make myself feel better. Yeah, we all can't do that or accomplish that. I don't know how she did it for so long.
I know. Yeah.
But this is me officially encouraging her to get back into it because I would love a friend to talk to about it.
Oh, you can't talk to me. Okay, that's fine.
Friend.
That's fine.
Okay.
So we're not friends now.
Well, you're a co-host. I don't mingle with work.
I'm also a mod. Okay. That comes first, as we just established.
Mod.
Co-host.
Co-host.
Friend. Wife.
Hold on. The bullet journaling sort of a co-creator.
Yeah.
Inspiration. Muse.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Hate that.
Flame.
Flame?
Yeah.
Okay.
It sounds nice. It is derogatory. Yeah. I mean it in a hateful way, actually. Okay. I'm into bullet journaling now. That was just the update. We got some questions to get to because we only got 2, but they're good.
We gotta get to them because really the whole reason that we're doing this is just to cross off record podcast
from my bullet journal. Yeah, because honestly, it's 1 a.m. right now.
Yeah.
So I can't bear to not do this.
Yeah.
I could have just skipped the episode.
You're like, no, I wrote it down.
I wrote it down in pen.
I'm fucking doing it.
In what's that pen you gave me? That's really nice.
Oh, it's a Muji ballpoint pen, 0.38 millimeters.
Yeah. I wrote it down with my Muji. Was that Muji?
Yeah.
I hate
M-U-J-I. Best pens.
Who you turned me into?
I know. Someone who knows about pens.
I only know about microphones and headphones.
And pens now.
Not pens. I know. I struggle to remember the one you just told me about. Okay. We got a first question here?
Yeah. Are you going to read it?
Yes.
Okay.
It's called Oops. Good start.
One word in.
All right. Sometimes you stumble at the beginning before you start sprinting your ass off, okay?
Oops.
Admittedly, I made a mistake. Okay. It's called, Am I Being Smothered? And it goes, Hello, Mitch and Billy. I have come to you both with a juicy little pickle. I have a friend. I love him a lot, even though we have only been friends for a little while. I was scared to tell him I loved him in fear of him thinking I had a crush on him or whatever. But now that I actually said I love you to him, he says it constantly. I'm talking like whenever he texts me, sees me, when we're in a phone call, literally every second. I felt comfortable saying I love you. I felt comfortable saying I love you like every once in a while, but to the degree he's saying it, it makes me nervous. Like I'm not returning the same love. Like I'm almost forced to say these things. Also, he wants to be constantly texting me. Oh my god. I'm talking like from the second that I wake up to the second I sleep. He literally told me that he didn't want to go back to work/school just so he could text me, and he's constantly telling me he misses me. Jesus. Literally all the time. Don't get me wrong, I miss him too, but he just constantly had to express it and express it. He also always wants to be in a call with me, like always. I don't want to make him feel bad, so I call him for like 7 hours a day and text him consistently throughout the day, and when I don't reply to him, he'll almost spam me saying he's sorry if he made me mad, saying that he loves me, he misses me, and asking why I'm not replying. It's flattering when he misses me and that he wants to talk to me, but sometimes I don't want to text or call him. I don't know what to do. All the affection and attention he's giving me is slowly making me almost uncomfortable, and I'm wanting to distance myself, but I don't want to hurt his feelings or anything, but I also just want to be friends with him. So I have no idea what to do. Anyways, thank you for reading. I love you, Mitch and Billy.
What if they say I love you, Mitch and Billy at the end of that, and we start
saying I love you to
calling them for 7 hours a day?
Yeah.
I love you so much. I miss you.
Wow,
it's been so long. I feel like it's been so long since we got an email from you. Like,
yeah.
Are you mad?
Are you not listening anymore?
Are you not listening to us?
I feel like you're not listening.
Do you not love us anymore?
I went into that email being like, I'm going to read it so good. And I felt like I was a third grader just trying to read Harry Potter for the first time, you know? You get what you get on the show. Also, we're in the living room.
And it's thrown off your reading.
I can't read in this light.
I can't read in this living room.
It's pitch black in this room.
It's not pitch black in it.
You're right. It's so bright.
Oh my god.
I can barely see my phone. God. Why'd you make it so bright in here? Also, Brooke is snoring.
It's very ambiently lit in here.
It is nice.
Yeah.
You're right. I do have a nice home.
This is wacky. This is a wacky situation to be in.
Yeah, I empathize with us having to read this question and answer it. Yeah.
Okay.
Must be really hard for you and I.
For us. Yeah.
To have this podcast.
So you don't empathize with them.
With the guy a bit.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Wondering why how really he was led astray, led on.
Led on in such a manner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what this excuse me for saying it, but witch cursed him.
Oh Jesus.
Cursed my boy.
There's the puppeteer that cursed my dick. So basically what happens is that she's got I actually don't know what gender this person is. Let's
make sweeping assumptions.
Let's make sweeping assumptions about this. This person
let's
has
decide
a
for them.
Friend. They distinctly say friend, and they're like, I love him a lot. As you should love your friends a lot.
It's true.
But they said that. They said, I love you. And I think what's happened is that they've definitely taken it in a romantic turn.
Yes.
And I think they now think that you're like dating.
Yeah. They're pretty sure that they think you're in like a full-blown relationship.
Because this is not like regular friendship behavior. I think
7 hours a day is like so much.
It's so much.
I talk to you 7 hours a week.
They think that you're in love and in a relationship for sure. Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Man, that sucks.
Yeah, next question. Good luck. Fuck, keep me updated. This is juicy.
7 hours a day is crazy. We didn't talk for that long a day.
No.
Like occasionally. Occasionally we would. But
we could,
not
though,
every
but we
day.
were actually in love.
Yeah. Yeah.
Being in love with somebody,
I was
that's different.
Even, to be honest with you, even if you were dating...
That's too much.
That's a lot.
That's way too much.
You have
You're
to
right.
be able to step away from a text conversation without someone being like, are you mad? What did I do? Like, are we good? You know, like, that is not good behavior, even if you were in a relationship, but you're in a friendship.
It's way too much.
It's too much.
It's obviously way too much.
Also, I mean, I see how the confusion came about on his behalf.
Yeah. You're flirty.
No.
I felt it in the email. I'm all mixed up.
Oh my god.
No, this is the okay. You have a friend, and it's not like they don't mean a lot to you. You still want to be their friend.
Yeah.
They're like a solid part of your life. You just don't really want anything romantic with them.
But it's also just like, not only do you not want something romantic, but like you just don't want all of this. It's too much, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like that happens though, specifically this way around. This guy, I don't know. It's a little funny, kinda, but it's also just a little bit sad. Because now we have a person that's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And a person that's like quite lonely. And that probably, I mean, you saying I love you probably just made it clearly affected him a lot.
Yeah.
Right? Because he took it in the wrong way.
Yeah, obviously made a big impact. Like, maybe people don't really say that to him a lot, you know? Maybe he's not used to his friends saying that, which is why he took it in the other way, you know? I think that's very, very common for guys. To not just be like,
oh, I love you too, thank you.
I love you so much to your friends.
Yeah. So, yeah, they hear it and they kind of ran with it and was like, oh my God, I have a partner now and this is amazing. Oh my God,
we're in love.
And I don't blame them. Are you seeing his profile pic?
It's a picture of a dog.
Is that what that is?
It's a picture of a small dog.
For sure. But the eyes are beautiful and black.
The dog didn't send us the email.
Okay. Like, you're laughing, but like now I know. So.
Okay, all right, yeah, fine.
Like you're mocking me for learning something.
So what do they do?
You gotta have a talk, right?
I think that's the long and short of it, yeah, because they're not gonna get a hint. Because if you just stop replying a bit, which is what my, thing usually is, just slowly distance yourself, take it back down a notch, but they're like, why aren't you replying? I thought we were in love.
It's a lot. And
yeah.
I think the fact that he like spams you with stuff and asks like, I'm sorry if I did something wrong, like that's
real unhealthy.
It's for you and him as well. So that really solidifies why you have to have this talk. Yeah. It's not something you can just keep ignoring. And, it's not your responsibility at all. Like, you can walk away from this whole thing. Yeah. But if you felt up for it, it would be very nice of you to have a talk with this guy. And, yeah, I think that could, like, potentially help him in some way. But again, not your responsibility. No. Not at all.
But it sucks to be like, one of the just saddest bits of this email is where they're like, well, I don't want to make him feel bad, so I call with him for like 7 hours a day. Like,
you shouldn't do that out of pity.
You shouldn't do anything for 7 hours a day.
7 hours a day
out of feel bad. Like,
that's bad for you. Yeah. It's making him more dependent.
It's making him more dependent, and it's kind of like not untruthful, but like, if he knew you were doing it because you felt bad,
he'd feel worse.
Yeah, like, so,
that'd be that's so, and I'm sure it's not like 7 hours of pure, like, uncomfort or it's probably good. It's just more than you would prefer. Yeah. Yeah. So
you got to get this back on balance again.
Let's do a little role play.
I hate when you say this.
Let's do a little role play. Okay?
I hate when you say this.
I'll be the guy. You'll be the dog.
This beautiful dog.
Yeah, this little dog.
This beautiful-eyed dog.
This big brown-eyed little pooch I'm looking at.
I'm not good at this. I'm not good when you ask me to roleplay.
Okay. I'll be the writer. I'm gonna say their name because it's in their email. Okay. And you'll be the guy. Okay. Okay. Hey.
Why are you touching my leg?
I don't know.
Oh God. Oh my God, you're touching my thigh so much.
Don't. What are you doing?
Okay, what?
You're being weird. I'm doing this as a friend.
Oh my God. Okay.
You're making it so strange.
All right. Fine. Carry on. What did you want?
We've been talking a lot lately, and I just think we should, like, go further, What if we looped all the way back around to friendship?
Oh. Horseshoe theory.
You know how things are cyclical?
Yeah.
I'm sick of
what
this.
What if we take it to the next level? Which is weirdly
the beginning.
The level underneath. Several levels under where we
How
are
deep
now.
Is that? Are you willing to travel that deep with me? Are you willing to go all the way back to friendship?
Oh my God.
Boom.
Yeah. It's like baseball. Get all the way back around to first base.
Got it.
Wait, first base is kissing. No base.
No base. Home. Let me go home.
Let me go.
This is like baseball. You start running home. Slide when you get to your front door.
That's funny.
You got to talk to him.
You have to.
Of course. Yeah, I don't know how you would.
Okay.
But if I were to stop all the jokes for a second and give some actual advice, I would do it in a way. It would almost be better. Sorry, is Brooke sleep talking?
Brooke's sleep talking.
Is that what's happening right now? I keep on getting distracted.
It's pretty distracting.
Oh God, her eyes are rolling to the back of her head, and she's levitating. Can you put her down? Can you place your arm like on her chest?
Just kind of weigh her down a bit. Yeah.
This symbol on her forehead burned me. Holy shit. That's so funny.
It's funny.
Okay. Yeah. I would probably and this takes it takes just a lot of emotional labor to do this. So don't do it if you don't want to. But if you want to keep this person as a friend and you feel up for it, it would be worth actually sitting him down for a dedicated talk about just this. So in other words, don't wait until it comes up when you're fed up. Don't wait until you've reached the end of your rope. Don't wait until you're upset.
That's good.
But also, don't wait at the end of a great call either. Don't talk to him for 7 hours and be like, while we're on the topic, by the way, I've always wanted to take 3 steps back. Would make me so much more happy. It's a great call though. So actually have a call with him because you want to talk about something and let that something be, hey, I feel a little bit bad because I feel like you were led astray by when I said I love you. I actually kind of meant it platonically. And I have a feeling that you are taking it romantically.
Yeah.
And I just don't
So I just want to clarify if you did.
Yeah. And of course this person's going to be like, of course I didn't. No. Because that's what anyone would say.
Yeah, they'd be like, no, of course not. Of course not.
Have I been I've been being weird, haven't I? Okay, yeah. I don't love you, by the way. I hate you.
Yeah, it's like, okay, just because, we've been talking so much and it's actually, more than I would usually talk to my friends.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. It's tough. You got yourself into a tough situation. I'm sorry.
Use all the things you told us as as not proof. But just as an example as to why you feel the way that you do. Just say it's
I feel like you probably took it the wrong way because we're doing all of this now.
And it's just, and I don't hate you for it because I do want to be your friend and I look forward to talking more.
But I really liked our dynamic before. Yeah.
But when you text me these things, when you ask if you did anything, when we don't talk and that makes me think that you took this thing in a different way. And I would hate for that to get in the way of. You're like a brother to me.
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to say that.
Yeah. You will always be like a brother to me.
You're but a brother that I'm not technically related to, like a step brother.
No, and then he's like, yeah, he went from depressed to really happy. Yeah. He's okay.
All right. Like a hot step brother.
Yeah, that I'm only meeting for the first time in college for some reason.
Yeah, as adults.
Yeah. But we still call mom and dad mom and dad. I immediately took your mom on as my mother.
Stupid.
And then I fucked her too.
Oh no,
Of course. No. You got a long talk.
Yeah. But that's the only way this is going to be resolved it's not the only way this is going to be resolved. It could be resolved with you reaching the absolute end of your tether and losing it and everyone crying.
It shouldn't be.
This is the best way to resolve it, is to talk about it as early as possible. So take this as your sign to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my genuine advice. Yeah. Talk about it soon. Here's hey.
Yeah.
Take a page from my playbook right now. I did something bad recently.
Oh my god, you did.
And I had to fess up to it right away.
It's true. Yeah. But also, you're saying it like this person did something bad. They didn't. But it was a misunderstanding.
I had an issue in front of me that I knew I couldn't ignore.
Yeah.
So this is what happened.
Okay. Yeah.
Brooke's on her way here. So we're cleaning up the house. We're doing whatever. We had 1,000 things to do that day.
Yeah.
Brooke's on a flight. Is about to land. Whatever. We thought sometime last week would be a good time to finally take down our Christmas tree. Take everything down. So we take off all the things, and I'm carrying an entire Christmas tree. We got kind of a big one, and it's like a natural tree.
Yeah, a real tree.
So we got kind of a big one, and you're like, I don't want to touch it because the needles will make my hands all.
Well, I already did touch it, and my hands were coming up in welts. Yeah.
So you're like, I can't touch this thing. I'm allergic to it, and I was like, okay, no, I'll touch it. I'm not allergic to it. So I'm grabbing it. It's not heavy. It's just awkward to hold.
Yeah, it's a Christmas tree.
And I'm walking down the stairs to put it outside of the side of the house, and I don't want to get Alex's car. That's our roommate.
Yeah. She's parked like in the driveway. Front of the house. Yeah.
It's like right at the bottom of the stairs. And I don't want to get it covered in pine needles.
Yeah.
So I don't want to lift it over his car. So instead I try and walk around his car, but it's kind of a tight fit.
Yeah.
So I turn around and I wedge over there, and then I put it back. And as I'm walking back, I notice a long, only like a 9-foot scratch from his front door all the way to the passenger and then beyond.
All the way down the side of the car. Yeah.
This thing had kind of a like metal feet on the tree, and when I turned, it was dragging. I keyed Alex's car, basically.
You keyed Alex's car with a tree. You treed Alex's car.
I treed our roommate's car.
Like really bad.
And as soon as I saw this thing, I was like, oh God.
Oh no.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
He's got a thing. I don't know what he's got a thing. He's
Holy think shit. Something. And I knew my only option right then was to knock on his door and be like, hey, I got to talk to you about something. Which I don't ever say to Alex. It's really weird for me to be like, can I talk to you about something?
Yeah.
It's very strange energy to have with anyone.
Yeah.
Especially because like
it's never a comfortable thing to say to anyone. Yeah.
We just live in the same house and we'll like play Smash Bros together sometimes, so it's weird that, hey, we have to talk about something. What could it possibly be? And I had to just be like, when I was taking the Christmas tree out just now, it scratched your car. It's pretty bad.
It's pretty fucking bad.
I kept it to just
bad.
that. Yeah. When I was taking the tree out,
yeah,
I scratched your car and it's pretty bad. I keyed it basically.
Yeah, you were like, I feel awful.
I feel terrible. I keyed your car, and I'm gonna fix it. You just got to give me time. I can't do it now. It's like midnight. And I thought that was like so awkward to have to do. And this person has to do that, but so much more.
But it worked out fine.
Yeah, it worked out fine. He was like, I don't care.
Yeah.
But it's kind of funny.
It is kind of funny.
Sorry, Brooke just woke up, like looked over at us really quickly, and then like went back to sleep. Hey, you were sleep talking, by the way, a second ago.
Was I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was I saying?
I wish I could hear it.
I couldn't make it out.
Yeah.
How embarrassing.
Yeah, it is. Of course. It's super embarrassing. Of course it is.
I woke up really confused where I was. I was like, why are you talking?
Where am I?
Who are you talking
I'm
to?
in a podcast right now. Waking up in a podcast.
You wake up in a podcast.
What the fuck?
You wake up on Joe Rogan.
This is an actual nightmare.
I saw that. Like, right when I like clicked where I was, like my head lifted so fast. I was like, huh?
Yeah, you snapped your neck at me, and I was, yes. Sorry, do you want to add to what I'm saying? Anyway,
what you're talking about.
You got to talk to him. It's gonna be awkward, but you have to bring up all the points and do it when you have a dedicated conversation about it. That's my honest advice.
Good advice.
Don't just bring it up out of nowhere.
No. Yeah.
You don't
prepare them.
And write all the stuff down you want to say.
That's a great tip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. What time are we at?
About a half hour deep.
Oh, we should go to the second question.
Let's do it.
Okay. I'm reading this one.
Let me read it.
Really?
I want to do better.
Okay.
I feel like I was like, my eyes are tired. My brain is tired. It's also 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, we're recording this late.
And we're in this.
And yeah, it's Brooke's fault, if any of you are wondering. Yeah.
As if you're the one who didn't nap all day. We like streamed Twilight in the Discord, and you were like, all right, that's it for me. Oh, we did.
Yeah, God, that's what happened
you
today.
You woke up. You made me stream Twilight.
I didn't make you stream. What?
And
we streamed Twilight as a couple.
We watched the 4th Twilight film, which was fun.
Yeah.
And then right after, I was like, okay, it's time to podcast. You're like, I'm going to lay down for a quick 6 hours. The quickest 6. And then, like, how could you possibly be this wiped out?
All the excitement of watching Twilight 4 with everyone in our beautiful Discord
How could you
community.
possibly be this tired after?
Oh my god.
After a Twilight stream in the
It
Discord, which is
exhausted
patreon.com/flatsound.
To
if
join
you're
the Discord,
not a part of
by
the
the
Discord,
way. Yeah.
17 and up. It's a lot of fun. You know what's... I will not ever forget this.
What?
So many people show up to the Twilight streams. It was like 1,000 fucking people.
Also, I slapped together this Twilight stream.
Last second.
The other day I was like, okay, Sunday 2, does that work for everyone? Is that good? And everyone was like, yeah, why not?
Grunted
sure.
at you. Yeah.
And then it came to 2 o'clock and I was like, so I only just woke up. Can we do it at 3? And everyone was like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
and
most people were like, I forgot we were even doing it. That works.
Yeah. And then I forgot to tag people when it started. And it was still so full of people.
You play Twilight and they will come.
They come. But people come, yeah.
But I plan the Santa Claus starring Tim Allen like a month in advance. And I'm there with like my friends, you know? I'm there, but like not even, but like close, like there was a few people there and it ruled, but I see Twilight there and everyone, there's just, it's just a stack packed of people.
Yeah.
What? I'm starting to think you guys don't appreciate my efforts.
It's starting to think you guys don't appreciate the cinematic quality of the Santa Claus.
Patreon.com/flatsound.
Yeah.
Consider becoming
joining.
a patron. And one of the biggest perks is that you'll be a part of the Discord.
Yeah.
And it's fun. We watch streams. And you got to be 17 and up. So don't test us. You got to show ID.
We will ask for ID. We won't ask for ID.
We might.
We
Why
might.
not?
Sometimes we do.
Yeah.
We have.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a surprise spot check. Yep.
What if we just like randomly just started asking people, even if they're like long stay
just
members?
Just started carding people.
We're just like, boom, Taylor.
Go.
ID. And then she's like, you know I'm. And I don't
like
care.
26.
ID.
Hand it over.
Okay. And then bang, Womp. And then Womp fails. What if that? Womp's 16 and a half and says, I swear I'll do better. I swear I'll do better. And I get the fuck out of here.
Oh my god.
You get out of here now.
Come back in 6 months.
And then you're welcome. And we'll make a mod again. Wait, so that was weird. That was admittedly very weird of Dylan to be like 14 when he joined. Yeah. Okay. This one is called How to Get People to Care About My Art. And it goes, hello, I just put out my second EP. I worked hard on the music, recording, and album art, and I was really excited to share it, but it seems like no one really cares. I posted it on Instagram like twice in 2 days, shared it on Twitter, even made a TikTok with one of my songs, and none of my close friends or family have even mentioned it or shared it, and it's hard to feel like anyone really cares. I will most definitely continue posting it because I am proud of the art I created, but do you have any advice on how to get more attention on it, or maybe how to not care if it doesn't get that attention? Here's a Spotify link to it if you would like to check it out. It's called I Think I'll Stay a While, and it's a short and sweet 10-minute EP. Thank you if you read this. I've been listening to the podcast since the beginning, and the sound of your voices really makes me feel at ease and lovely. I thought it said lonely. I'm like, oh.
Sorry.
I hope you're having a great day or night. Love, this person's name.
It's night. It's definitely night.
It's definitely
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Morning. Yeah, big thank you to this person who we know from the Discord.
We do. I like that you're like not saying their name, but you did say like the title of their EP.
I'm giving a half shout out.
Gave like a half of a hint. Yeah.
If you can solve this riddle, you'll be rewarded with an EP.
With a 10-minute EP.
This is Danny.
This is Danny Jordan.
Danny Jordan from the Discord, but also a beautiful songwriter, and you should check out their new EP. It's on Spotify right now. It's called I Think I'll Stay a While.
D-A-N-I Jordan. Yeah.
D-A-N-I Jordan. Danny Jordan.
Yeah.
And is that their project name as well?
Yeah.
Look at that. Danny Jordan, one word.
Yeah.
D-A-N-I-J-O-R-D-A-N.
That's how you spell it.
Okay. I like looked at you for approval after.
Yeah?
Yeah. Do I know how to spell Jordan, which is the name of my best friend? So thank you, Danny.
Yeah.
For a beautiful email and a beautiful EP that I checked out. And I can even just tell by looking at it, the album cover, You worked hard on this.
Yeah.
This is like a purposeful album cover. It looks like you did a little shoot for
cute.
it and everything. It's adorable.
Yeah.
It's really, really cute. Here's the bitter truth. Almost nobody in your real life will really care about your art.
Here's the second half of that. I don't think that they necessarily should.
Give me a fucking high five. That is the exact answer.
The high five sucked.
Okay, give me a good one. That one was really weak. Hold on.
Jesus.
Why are you turning your hand to the side?
Let me use my other hand.
No, give me. Oh my god. I swear I'm hitting nothing. It feels like I'm. What is. Are you hesitating? What is happening? Give me one more. Give me one more. And don't stop.
Okay.
I feel like as soon as you hit my hand, right before
I'm
you'll
afraid
stop.
you've got weak wrists.
Well, don't.
I'm gonna hurt you.
This is kind of my bad wrist, but just don't give me all you got, but give me some.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
That was weird, but it was louder. So
Why was it weird?
it didn't look
Weird how powerful it was.
It didn't look or feel good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Now my hand burns. It stings.
Yeah.
I forgot what we were talking about.
I gave it a little spank, really.
Okay. What did we just say? Not everyone will care about your art. Not everyone in your personal life. Almost nobody will give a shit about your art.
And I said I don't think they necessarily should.
No, you don't want them to.
Yeah.
That's the good thing. That is the good thing.
Yeah.
It is a little bit discouraging when like you work so hard on this thing. You have the album covered and then you're personally really excited and then boom, it comes out. It's on Spotify. You're like looking it up on Spotify. You see it there and you're just like, I'm a real artist. Like this is this is on the same platform as all my favorite albums, and I'm just one of these albums on this platform. This must be it, and then no one in your personal life even mentions it.
Yeah.
It's a little bit discouraging.
Of course it is. Yeah. Of course it is. But let me go back to the email because there was something very particular that I thought when I was reading it. They said, none of my close friends or family have even mentioned it or shared it, and it's hard to feel like anyone really cares. How many of my close friends or family have shared my Patreon page?
Right.
Maybe a couple of my online friends. Maybe. But not just, I don't know, in 3 years of having it, you know, a few of them. But I don't want them to. I would actually be embarrassed if they did. Because here's the thing, like, the friends of my friends are not, like, art enjoyers, particularly.
Yeah.
The friends of my friends are not, like, the demographic that, like, who would even it get to that I would want them to hear it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know if I'm saying this well.
Yeah, no, it just wouldn't be helpful to your growth.
No.
And it would just solidify your spot as being kind of a part of, I don't know, just kind of known within your friend group.
Yeah, it's like...
And that's all make-believe. It's not real.
It would be nice, like, it would be a nice feeling if they shared it because you'd be like, that's nice, my friend shared my thing. Would it be helpful to you? Absolutely not. I don't think so. I do not think so. I don't think it would gain you fans because... I don't know. You need to almost always look like further afield for people that aren't your friend to actually like be invested in your art.
Right.
Most people, the art that they are really invested in, there's a bit of distance between them and the maker.
Yep.
You know?
Of course.
It's a different kind of appreciation that you have when you're like, oh, my friend made this really cool thing to, oh, I found this art and I deeply connect with it, you know,
it's
and I love it.
It's a completely different thing.
It's a different feeling, and you want the latter, you know. You don't want just your friends patting you on the back and going, cool.
Yeah.
You know?
Because they will.
Yeah.
If you showed them it personally, they would say, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Wow, congratulations. And then that might feel a little good, but it's not going to get you anywhere.
Yeah.
You know? If your goal is to reach people, and your goal is to impress people, and to gain some type of notoriety for what you do, it does not start with your friends.
Yeah.
It does not start with them sharing your posts. It's just, especially in like, and I talk about this a lot, and I don't want to invest anybody in the episode to really rant about it, but it's just, it's such a common thing even within DIY, which is, put bluntly, an illusion. It's just kids playing Scooby-Doo.
You mean the DIY music scene?
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's like a common thing in DIY music circles to just make that same joke where it's just like, it's just me and my friends passing around the same $20 and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, stop. Because it's because it's unhelpful.
Yeah.
And on top of being unhelpful, it's just I can't express just how much it's just make believe, you know? You don't want really your friends' support. You just don't.
Yeah.
And that seems kind of it seems
Yeah, you want to branch outwards of that.
You want to start outwards. You want to start where they aren't and grow from there.
Yeah,
honestly. You want to plant your seed where your friends are not standing and grow from there.
Yeah. Yeah, because that will have you, I don't know, having all your friends rally around you, again, feels very good emotionally. But if your goal is to outgrow that, then it's like an illusory kind of platform to start off on.
I think it straight up stunts people.
Yeah, but because you think that you've got like...
Pull?
You think you've got like 50 fans, and you don't, you've got 50 friends.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly. You have zero
fans. And that's
not
quite the same thing. Yeah, so it kind of, it warps how you're seeing it like a little bit, you know? And I think it's straight up better to just go elsewhere and not rely on those people. So I think this actually could be a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, because even just how like social media works, you know, we were just talking about this a little while ago, personally, that how many people, you know, that we know are just like they're on social media to their friends acting like they're these musician art business executives that have these giant thing. I've seen so many people online that to 4 likes will tell people like about a business call that they're in, that they'll then turn around and then they'll keep everybody updated. Thanks so much for the support. And but it's like it's at some point this is actually delusional. Like it doesn't actually help you. But if that's people's main goals is to feel important and not be important, is to look like you're helping to look like you're helping people instead of actually helping them, then I guess, you know, social media is perfect for them. But yeah, if you actually want to do this, it starts with feeling bad for a long time. Yeah. It starts with feeling neglected. It starts with feeling like your friends don't care. You don't want them to care.
Yeah. So in terms of getting out of that, I think that the main thing is like, this sounds so corny, but like, and I think we've talked about it before, but like networking basically is what you kind of want to start doing. But I don't mean networking as in like, you know, just for the sake of it, swapping business cards with other people who are just swapping business cards. That is not what I mean. I mean actually like, you know, making connections with other artists who are of a similar scale to you, in a similar genre as you, you know. Doing collabs with people is a brilliant way to like to grow your reach. You know, being on a song with someone else, or you know, playing a show with other people, all great things you can do as a musician. So you know that it's out there. You're reaching in sort of the wrong direction. You gotta reach in a different direction, and it's more towards the creative side of things. It's funny that you brought up networking, because multiple times I almost said like this naturally brings us to what you should do about it, and it's networking. It's it's not enough just to tell people, hey, don't get your hey, don't care about your friends, just do your own thing. Okay, how do I do my own thing? With music in particular, I would forget about the friends, and put that same energy that you would put making the TikTok, posting about the social media. Continue doing those things, obviously. Because you got to promote your own stuff. But what are you going to do about it? Collaborating is a really great move. Listen to these other artists who are not your friends, but are part of whatever music scene you're trying to break into. And not just because they're your friends, or not just because they're local. But music you actually like and you connect with, and see if you can find like a common ground there. Or, and this is probably the most helpful thing you can do, is send out a bunch of not tweets, not DMs, not anything like that, but I mean honest to goodness emails. Send out emails to people who just run small review sites, who run little things like that, who are a part of like, you know, smaller labels and stuff like that. Because as much shit as I talk on DIY labels, it's just because I've had a handful of them completely fuck me over. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that no good ones exist, or that a person, especially when you're early on, really, really early on.
Yeah.
A kid in his basement making tapes because he loves it, that is your best friend. That's dope. He just has a band camp and he puts out people's, like, that's super, super dope. And eventually, hopefully, you'll outgrow him. But he plays an important role in your growth, and he's doing what he loves.
Yeah.
Or they're doing what they love, you know? As long as they're happy there, utilize them as that step that you're taking, not as a stepping stone, but as a connection you can make right then.
That will lead to
grow.
more connections, hopefully.
The first thing, I mean, set your goals small.
Yeah.
Make them attainable. Because when I started Flat Sound fucking forever ago, and I was on MySpace, the only goals in my head was like, what if I played a show? What if and that's doable, you know? What if I had some type, what if I was on a split album with another artist? And it was put out by somebody. What if I did a song with another? Like, and I was doing those things. I was doing the split albums. I was doing the Flat Sound's been out. It's been around forever, man. It's been around so long. And yeah, I was just reaching out to people, talking to them, you know, making connections with these people, but not just because they were my childhood friends. Not just because they already knew me. I want them to know me for the music. Yeah. That's how they learn about me, is because of the music, because of the songwriting. And then those are the great connections you can make. And then I did those things. I was, you know, there was a small label. And I say that, you know, not really, it was a guy. It was a guy, you know, who loved music and had bands himself. And he was my age, you know, when I was a teenager. He was maybe a little bit older. He's like in his 20s or something. And he had this thing called Pacific Nature Recordings. And he put me and I'm and King Sauce on a split album, and I tripped.
Oh yeah,
I was like, fuck.
On that like CD.
Yeah, I had I had some songs on it.
There's a copy of it up in our wardrobe still. Yeah.
I was so stoked because it's not like that even gave me a career. No. That was the first of like 300 steps I needed to do, but it was one of the steps.
Yeah.
And but I just don't think that one of those steps are just like being noticed by your friends.
No. Yeah, I agree. And also, again, I think, you know, we won't go into this in too much detail because we have told the story before, but you've had similar things happen to you when you released Sleep.
Yeah, of course.
In 2012 on Tumblr.
Well, when I released like most stuff,
you got fucking zilch attention for it, right? Yeah.
And I'll even backtrack on what I was saying back then, you know, because when I talked about it years ago, I was like, they didn't give me nothing. But like, you know, I reached out to all these people and they didn't want it and labels didn't want it. And that was good for the time because I had already had like 3 albums under my belt at that point. I wanted the notoriety and I had the fan base, and I was really offended that no one gave a shit. It's the best thing that ever happened to me because now I own all of Sleep. And it generates a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
So that was the universe throwing me a bone. But in my early stages, you know, because this person is much earlier than that. Yeah. You know, they're much earlier than recording Sleep.
Oh, yeah.
They're at my Pacific Nature era.
Stage,
right?
Yeah.
Era. Listen to me. Stage. I hate that era.
I'm going to edit era out.
I just don't like it. But they're at that level. And you should utilize those people that want to help you. Even if they're, you know, they're not stepping stones, but hopefully you will outgrow them. This person loved what he was doing, and he made this little CD and stuff like that, and I love him for it, you know?
Yeah.
And then I was on this split album with another artist through this other little label that I associated with, and they didn't use me. They didn't do anything like that. It's especially sketchy today because everybody knows how to put something on like TuneCore or something. Everyone knows how to put something on DistroKid, so these little fucking labels turned into things that they just didn't want to help you. They wanted like a percentage. They just want to like
take a slice of your
streams, yeah. You know, so don't do that. But if they actually love what they do, then do the small run tape. Do the small run CD. If you mix that with shows, if you mix that with the right kind of networking, and if you mix that with consistency, the consistency of putting stuff out all the time, along with the social media, I think you got this. But it takes time.
Posting on social media and stuff also, like, you know, you're like, well, I made a TikTok with it on and blah blah blah. It's like, well, you don't want like a TikTok with your song on to go viral. That's like the worst fucking way to get your song noticed.
My God, we haven't even talked about that. Like, actively don't do that.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. Well, not I wouldn't do that as in like I wouldn't use your songs in TikToks. Like I would if they suit it for sure, if they suit whatever video you're making. But I think a much better thing to do on TikTok if you're a musician is to go live.
Yeah.
And just play to a small amount of people, because that will show up on people's pages, you know, and they're always pushing the lives. They want people to watch the lives. Even if you're only playing to like, you know, 10 people for a while, if you got a day off, then, you know, that could be 10 fans that you earn.
Absolutely.
I think that's a far better thing to do on TikTok, and I see small people with not a big following pop up on my For You page. It's like playing songs on there.
That's really cool.
You know, people used to do, fucking Snack Pack used to do that live on Twitter back when Periscope existed.
I remember that.
You know?
Yeah, I do remember that.
And sometimes you'd have like, you know, a couple hundred people watching. Sometimes you'd literally have 7, you know. But he did it all the time.
Yeah.
And Instagram also, you can do that obviously. But TikTok especially, I think people are like looking for something to, you know, connect with sometimes.
Well, that's kind of why I was saying, and I think it was like for a completely different reason. That's sort of why I was saying I would actively say don't try and get your song to blow up on TikTok, is because I'm not saying TikTok even hasn't been useful for me. I'm not on it, but like, you know, when a song hits on there, it introduces a lot more people to your catalog or to that song. And I've always been really, really lucky because, you know, my songs that have blown up, it's never been just the one. It's always been like one off of each fucking album, you know? Like right now, Hands is doing like crazy numbers right now because everyone for some reason is like rediscovering my poem.
Oh yeah, well everyone's doing this like dance routine to it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's more of a hand routine.
Hand routine. Yeah.
But no, like Hands, My Heart Goes Bum Bum Bum, I Exist, You Wrote Don't Forget.
Yeah,
you know, these are all things that have done their rounds.
Yeah, but they already had, people knew them first.
They had millions of plays for years and years of them existing.
It's a bit different if you're at the beginning of your career artist.
That's what I was going to say. If you're a new artist and you're trying to pop off with your like first album or some shit like that, and you haven't been doing this for years, and you're like, you know, just one of those cornballs on the platform, you're like, help me, everyone. Help me. This is my dream. It will only ever hurt you. It will never end well for you. It will always hurt you 100% of the time. I don't know what the fuck these agents are on when they're just like,
we see it all the time, and it's very formulaic as well.
It's extremely formulaic. They are all just playing
let's all pull together and make my song get this, you know.
It doesn't work for
anybody.
It's
that fucking TikTok everyone saw going around that was like, my life fucking sucks.
Yeah. My life sucks.
Oh, God, I don't remember the rest of it. It was bad. Yeah, and they were like, no one streams my songs, you know.
Yeah. My best friend was...
That's a terrible way to get plays.
Yeah,
terrible way to get plays.
Doesn't my best friend suck?
Yeah.
Let's show her by making me a pop star.
Yeah, it's stupid. The way to utilize social media to get like genuine growth is always, and this is just like the tip for all platforms, is just to be genuine. Be genuine. Spend some time genuinely playing your songs to people who might genuinely be interested in them. You know, yeah. I don't know. Treat it like busking almost. You know. Yeah.
Let me draw a parallel between now and, you know, the past. With the relevancy of record labels or like, you know, CD sales or radio or anything like that, that all took a nosedive at some point, right? And sort of like the seemingly the only way to get known at the time was to try and get on a label, to sign your life away in some deal, and to work and be a puppet for the label, right? And it was bad. You know, like the music industry it has been bad for a long time, right? But then if you use the Insane Clown Posse as an example, they're not the only ones that have done this. They're just the ones that I'm, you know, like the most familiar with, the most knowledgeable about. They always say like, you know, you can have someone carry you to the top, or you can walk that fucking mountain yourself, step by step, and it takes a long time. It's treacherous. It's a lot of fucking work, but you can do it.
Yeah.
You can carve your own path. You can travel beyond the underneath. You can go underground and just build your own life down there. It's just more difficult, you know? Or you can wait around for someone to carry you to the top. And lots of people try and fail to have somebody carry them to the top. I feel like trying to blow up on TikTok, trying to blow up on social media, that is the new having someone carry you to the top. or you can do the other shit, and you might fail at that too, you know?
Yeah.
But, you know, the other shit involves doing it yourself, not relying on friends, not caring about any of the friends, but it's a lot of hard work. It's the consistency, it's the putting out the content, but it's also just I still think it's the sending emails. I still think it's the finding the people who are doing it, not because they think they're going to blow up or they're going to take something for you, but because this kid just loves making tapes. For some fucking reason. They still exist.
Yeah.
These cool ass people still love music.
Yeah.
And they love art, and they love people making new stuff, and they will put out your thing. Somebody will.
Yeah.
Even if they're small.
Yeah.
And then you'll connect with them, and then maybe you'll earn a fan or two.
Yeah.
You know, because you earn them one at a time.
And it's small steps. It's baby steps. And that's what you want. You don't want to go viral. You don't want to go viral, get one big check, and then never be fucking heard from again. That would suck. Like, you want it to be little baby steps. And if you keep grinding at it, you know.
Yeah.
Eventually you'll get somewhere.
Yeah, it was hundreds and hundreds of moves before I made one that actually like didn't seem like a step back or was totally lateral, you know? It was always just like it was so gradually ahead, it felt lateral, you know, the whole time.
Yeah.
I felt like I was just making lateral moves the whole fucking time until I was like, oh, wait a second. And I looked back and I was like way higher up the mountain than I realized. And
that's such a good metaphor.
That's just how it feels.
You've been
like to grow.
Slowly spiraling up it kind of thing. Yeah.
That's just how it feels like to grow, you know? I was like, oh shit, I've been doing this for years, and I guess I accomplished all those things I wanted to do. I thought like it was like end game when someone got a tattoo of my shit. And that happened, you know, probably 5 years into me doing something, you know? And then when it happened, I wasn't expecting to see hundreds and hundreds of more. And I wasn't expecting that to be the beginning, you know, to that to be years away from living off my shit.
Yeah.
It's a long way. But the early stages are always you being disappointed because you feel like the people in your life don't really support what you do because they don't. Not really.
You don't really need them to.
You don't want them to.
Yeah.
You know, they'll never totally get it. Hopefully you just have a loving partner, a supportive partner who'll help you package up CDs or tapes or something, or help do whatever people do today.
Like, and if you're single, fuck.
Well, I actually just know Danny to have like a cute boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
We follow each other on Instagram.
All right, nice, yeah.
Yeah, they have like a really loving partner.
Okay, cool.
So I'm saying to them, hopefully your partner is enough of that's the only like local support that you need. And if you have no one, you have no one. I had no one.
You got yourself.
For a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I cycled through supportive partners.
That's funny.
But yeah, I can't express how much I think a lot of people got this, but they're just sort of like, they're doing it in the wrong way.
Yeah.
And then more often than not, I think I experience people who want it, but for the wrong reasons. You know?
True.
Yeah, like they're just the new age version of people who are waiting to get signed. And I'm like, yeah, well, I guess you wait to win the lottery too, you know? Like it doesn't make you a good like business person or a finance person to, you know, just like play the lottery over and over again.
Yeah. Completely.
You know, you got to make smarter moves.
That was some good advice.
Yeah, hopefully we did okay.
I think that was some good advice.
Brooke fell asleep and we just like took the tone down. It's like 2 in the morning now?
Yeah.
It's almost 2 in the morning. We haven't had dinner yet.
No.
We're gonna have some dinner.
Yeah. We're
gonna eat something.
Vegan chicken tacos.
We're gonna get sleepy. Is that what you decided?
Maybe. That's what I'd like.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
We'll do it.
Okay.
Will you make them while I mix?
I can. I can. Do you want me to?
Nah, I don't. I really like cooking. This has been All the Space Between. My name is Mitch.
My name is Billy. We had a quite very advice-driven show this week, but it was kind of serious, actually.
Yeah, we're silly at the beginning.
We had a little bit of we let our sillies out at the beginning.
I feel like that's the good formula, though, because we let them out.
Yeah.
All the sillies. And then we usually pick an art question for the end, or we save an art question if we have it at the end, because we know we gotta stop joking because we're really passionate about this. You know? So kind of
well, I hope you enjoyed listening to it anyway. Thank you for listening to this episode and any episode of our show. If you enjoy it, please, by all means, spread the word, tell your friends. You can shout us on Twitter. We're at allthespacepod. We don't advertise ourselves at all.
No.
Mitch has been doing a little bit of promo. You do a little Instagram story promo.
I'll do an Instagram story when there's a new thing.
By far, our listeners just come from people recommending the show, which is sick, and I love it. So please continue doing that. And if you... Blah, blah, blah. Wait, what am I doing? What am I saying? What one am I going for? The email or the website here?
Well, you shouted out Twitter, which is really confusing to me.
Yeah, it came on naturally. I'm not
going to check that.
What should I say?
I fucking hate Twitter.
Well...
Twitter sucks.
Yeah, it's true. What am I doing? Fuck it. Our website.
Yeah.
If you want an easy place to send people to recommend us, then our website has all of our links. We're on Spotify. We are on Apple Podcasts. We are everywhere. But if you do want our website, it is... allthespaceInbetween.com. And if you have... Huh? Sorry, everyone. It's 2 a.m.
I'm barely here. I'd like to talk about art more, but it would go on for 4 hours, and I'm hungry.
I'm hungry.
You want to kick Brooke awake and see if she's hungry?
No.
All right, then.
Let her rest. She's
okay.
Jet lagged.
Right. If you have a question, you want us to answer it on the show, we will do that.
Yeah.
It's funny you started doing the email thing and then switched over to the.
I kind of fucked us both up. Yeah. Sorry.
If you have a question you want us to answer on the show, we do art advice, we do relationship advice, as you heard this time, or we just like a funny story.
We do.
We like anything at all. Please send us an email. We're always picking through, like, even just these were from the last week. We love a fresh pickle. Yes. We love to crunch into these little kosher conundrums, and we love when you send us emails. Please send us an email. Our email is
allthespaceinbetween@gmail.com.
Is that good?
That's good.
We're good?
It was good.
All right.
Woohoo.
All right. I'm getting up. I'll make some chicken tacos.
All right.
New episodes every Monday.
Bye.
Bye.